Bayless here with your Processing Point. Welcome back. Today we're going to take a look at why not to use your bank as your credit card processor. You know, a lot of business owners, especially new business owners, feel obligated or stuck with their bank when it comes to their credit card processing needs. This can be a very costly mistake and can actually cost your business up to 30% on its credit card processing. So today I'd like to take a look at 3 top reasons not to use your bank for your credit card processing. So the first great reason not to use your bank as your credit card processor comes down to one simple thing, and that's money. Because if you use your bank as your credit card processor, it is going to cost you on average 25% more than using a reputable merchant service provider. The reason for that is because most banks don't actually do their own credit card processing. They outsource it, and that makes their rates much less flexible. Secondly, most banks require that you pay for an application and programming fee to get your account set up and your equipment programmed. And finally, when it comes to your equipment, banks are acting as a reseller, which means that your equipment costs are going to be much higher. Now you compare that with a reputable merchant service provider like the Merchant Doctor, who is a specialist in doing nothing more than providing you the absolute best credit card processing service they can at the most competitive rates and the most flexible rates to meet your needs, along with wholesale links to equipment to get your equipment out to you at the absolute lowest cost. And you have one big reason right there not to use your bank as your credit card processor. But secondly, there's a second myth out there that I'd like to cover. A lot of people think that when they use their bank, they're going to get better service. This could not be further from the truth, because once again, since your bank is not the one to do your credit card processing, they are also not the ones to provide the service end of that credit card processing, which means that in most cases, the service will be outsourced to an offshore call center that leads to excruciatingly long hold times and poor customer service when you finally do get through. Now you compare that with a reputable merchant service provider who has not only an in-house service staff to take care of your needs, but a 24/7 live US-based call center, so you can get a hold of someone when you have an issue or a question that you need to have resolved. Finally, there's another myth out there that when you do business with your bank and you do your credit card processing with your bank, that they'll be more loyal and that your transactions will be more secure. Oops. Well, that is absolutely false, because once again, since your bank is not the one to do your credit card processing, they are not the ones to set the security levels for your account, and most banks actually look at merchant services as relatively annoying because it is not a big enough margin. There's not enough profit in merchant services for the bank to put your account at the top of its priority. Now you compare that with doing business with a reputable merchant service provider who's truly vested in your business, because that's all that they do. They are there to make sure that you are getting the absolute best service and that you are happy because they want to retain you as a customer. Secondly, when it comes to security, nothing but the best will do. The absolute most cutting-edge technology to make sure that your business and your business's customers are as safe as they possibly could be. On top of the fact that most merchant service providers will have value-added products that can actually promote your business and increase your sales. So when you look at these 3 items compared with what a reputable merchant service provider can do for you, it is clear why you should not use your bank as your credit card processor. This has been Rhett Bayless with your Processing Point. I look forward to seeing you next time. And in the meantime, make sure you leave your comments and questions below. And jump on over to the Merchant Doctor on Facebook or Google Plus or Twitter and give them a like so that you can be a part of the Merchant Doctor revolution.